And the game with Vietnam was a key point for us because it means we reached semi-final.
Looking back on the journey as a coach, what stands out to you as the biggest turning point as a coach?
Well, you mean my timing here in Indonesia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I was 2 years in a club in the league, so it was very good for me to know how the ecosystem is, and it helped me too much to develop the team when I arrived to national team. So I think the most important moment for the new national team in this new era is when we meet each other in Milan during 2 months at the very beginning in September and October 2024, because in that moment we set the basis of our national team, and it was crucial for us. We have a pretty good communication in there. We share a lot of things between players, staff, and myself, and this is the foundation of the success we have in AFF, and after that in Four Nations World Series, because we were also runner-up in there. The Four Nations World Series too, we also were runner-up. The SEA Games that we got the golden medal, and unfortunately we were runner-up in AFC, and that's all.
Yes, okay. You said that you arrived here with Bintang Timur Surabaya, and you coached them for 2 seasons. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, 2 seasons. And how does it help you to know the players, the Indonesian players, like the ones you have here in national team?
Okay, it's very simple, because when I was in the league, in the club, we always make analysis of every single club. We used to watch a lot of videos from our opponents, so we really know the type, the style of gameplay, and also the individual skills of every single player. So there were in each club some remarkable player that I always like. So when I have the chance to go to national team, before I signed my contract, I already spoke with federation. Look, in my opinion, those are the 50 best players that are in Indonesia. We must work with them, and if someone new arrive, like nowadays are arriving under 19 players, we should consider. So it was really helpful to be here before, to understand the culture, so I could start like not from the very beginning. I could start like with a shortcut. That for us it was very important.
Which moment do you think was the most decisive during AFC Futsal Asian Cup 2026 cup campaign, the lead the team the reach the final, considering this is the Indonesia best ever achievement in the tournament?
The key point in the tournament, you mean? Yep. The key point in the tournament was the game with two games were key point. The game with Kyrgyzstan was pretty important to get the victory in that game, and the game with Vietnam was a key point for us because it means we reach semi-final, we break our limits, and it was a really difficult game. We will face them again in AFF and in the Asian tournaments, and Vietnam is also getting stronger.
Yeah, before that, Vietnam losing Indonesia at SEA Games.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a turning point for us because we reached semi-final, and then when we arrived to semi-final with Japan, we already play a friendly game with them before the tournament, and I say to my players, if we correct this and this, we can defeat them, and it happened. And with Iran, I asked many times to coach David Ramos, that is assistant in the national team of Iran, that I would like to play friendly game with them before the tournament. They didn't agree. Maybe if they agree today, we could have the cup. We never know. But the key points were the game with Kyrgyzstan and the game with Vietnam.
Okay. You said the game with Vietnam, and correct me if I'm wrong. You said that you did not satisfy with the performance after the game against Vietnam. I spoke to Iqbal a few weeks ago. He said that you are a very detailed person. You always stress to have a better performance than the result. If you do a good play, then you will have the best results. Is that important for you, the performance over the result?
Of course. I know that my managers will fire me if my results are not good, because that's the reality in sport. But I also know that if the team don't perform well, it's impossible to get victories. So we must realize that we must be focused on the things we can improve from the team. We cannot improve if we shoot we will shoot inside the goal or outside the goal. So what we need to prepare is attacking systems, defensive systems, transition, set pieces, etc., and try to perform well in the competition. If we do, we will be closer to the victory. So this is my style of being coach. I try to teach the important things in the game, really detailed. I try to do it detailed. I don't know if I am really detailed or not, but I try to do it detailed to make the player arrive in the competition with certain advantage with the opponent. If our players know really well what they do in certain situations, it will be more easy for us to compete with them.
Despite being proud of the team's placement, you have expressed some dissatisfaction with the team's performance, precisely after match the Vietnam. What made you feel unsatisfied, and how did you communicate that to the players?
Well, I was strong with them. It was on strategy as well, because I would like they realize that playing like this way we cannot defeat Japan. So I tell them, and we the staff is playing in video which were the points we didn't like, and we gave Vietnam many situations that they could score, and especially our build-up was not good. We didn't play well in attack. In my opinion, we played really low standard. We should play much better. And power play defense was also not as good as I expected. So when I finished this game, I say, we, for the spectators and for the manager, maybe it's good we reached the semi-final. But we have the responsibility to make this national team play under international standards, because I'm trying to push the limits to do that. So if we have the responsibility, we must take care about how we play in attack, about how we defend, about every single detail. Not only being lead in the game and just throw the ball far away. So I say them that we must try to be the main actors in the game, not only allow the opponent to do it. I think in some minutes with Japan we play really well. And with Iran it's more difficult, because at the end they have the individual skills of higher level in the world, and it's complicated, but we also try to do our best against them. And then, as you say, I always focus in performance. I cannot focus in results. Even we are having really good results.
It's okay. Do you give specific instruction for certain players, like maybe, let's say, Israr, you move there, you move here, you play a little bit deeper, or you shoot there? Do you give such specific?
Always. Yeah, of course I do. I give my idea. I'm a really open mind person regarding training. I mean, I propose then what I think is logical. Okay, we speak about how the players must be in the space. Okay, because the game is changing always, and I share with them the main options they have to succeed. In here you have the option A, B, and C. If the opponent do A, you have the option B. If the opponent do B, you have the option C and maybe A. And then you are always explaining them like that, and you need time to make them understand these situations, and you create in the trainings specific situations for that specific key moments, or not only key moments, but that specific moment in the game. So I say, you must play here. If happen this, you must appear here. If happen this, you must appear here. Sometimes he come and say, but coach, the defender was like this. Oh, if the defender were like this, then you have to move there because of that. And I did. Okay, I tried, but maybe I arrived late. I say, if you try, even you arrive late, it's not a problem, because you already know what you have to do, and you will do the next time much better. So it's kind of communication I have with them.
In the Asian Cup final, Indonesia under immense pressure and even held until extra time before losing on penalties on Iran. In your opinion, what mental strength did Indonesian players show that allowed them to perform like that?
The first, they are hard workers. I have to recognize that my players are hard workers. The second, I am really tough in the training with them. If they don't perform well, I always say to them clearly. I clearly say to them, you are not performing well. I didn't like the training. Like this, we are going nowhere. We have to recognize we are not the strongest country in Asia. So our succeed depends a lot on how hard we can work. If the day we think we are superstars, we are dead. We cannot do anything in Asia. So our mental strength is built in the trainings, in my opinion, and our mental strength is all built in the meetings, because I explain them really well. Okay, there could be 2 or 3 scenarios in this game. If the scenario A, we must react like this because this and this. In the scenario B, should be like this and this because this and this. And the scenario C should be this and this. So you must be ready to approach all the scenarios, and you must be sometimes resilient, and sometimes you must have the courage to try to play even the opponent is strong, etc. Because if no, it will be very difficult to succeed. And I also try always to use data to explain them. You check the situation, they do a lot of times, you must be aware about, and I think this combination of explaining them how the game will be, how are the details of opponent, and how they must act in all scenarios, help them to lead with the game.
Okay. Again, I spoke with Iqbal a few weeks ago. Like I said earlier, he said that you are an open, an honest person, and you always try to communicate with them. And do you speak directly with, I think, certain players, or do you speak through Iqbal for the others?
Usually, or 99.9% of times, I speak with the team, with everyone, with all of them. Yeah. And if there is something I am not as good maybe as another coach, it's about individual meetings. I don't have many individual meetings with them. I do always with the group, because I prefer they know each other's. And speaking, if there is some individual problem, of course I treat it individually. But I think we are under the hashtag Satu Keluarga, and we have a pretty good communication and honest and humble between each other. So that's why our team is really compact and really solid, if you can say that, because everyone knows what everyone should help to the team. So in that moment, it's really important they collaborate each other, and I'm really proud not only about the result, but how well they treat each other, how much they respect each other. It looks like a real family, and no matter if we call up some new players, they will always be well treated, and the seniors will always try to teach him. So the thing I am most proud is not only about the trophies and the medals, it's about the behavior of my players inside the game, because they are warriors and I love it, and outside the game. And from here I would like to say you all thank you. You know I'm a crazy coach, but you are doing really, really well, and I'm really proud of you.